Alright, welcome in everyone. Today I just wanted to talk about the first things you should learn when tackling a freestyle. So this is how I get my students to get it nice and good so they can progress really fast. Now, if you haven't quite got the confidence in the water and you don't really know quite what you're doing just yet, I'd recommend to go watch my last video before you watch this one, because tackling a freestyle without really understanding the water is going to be really hard and you're gonna struggle a lot. So please watch that video first and then come back here. But if you've got a little bit of confidence in the water, or you practice the things that I said in the last video, you're in the right place. The first thing I wanted to talk about is the head and body position. Now, I've talked about the head and body position plenty, so I won't really get into it. You just want to make sure you're looking right down at the ground, okay? A lot of people will have their head really above the water. You want to have it nice above the water with just this little bit here sticking up, preferably. And that will just make sure you got a really nice motion. Now, the important part is the body position, which you should just look like this pen, and the shoulder positioning. Okay, so the shoulders should be very uniform and they should just look like you're in an 11 position. So this is a good drill that I do. It's called 6 kicks 1 stroke. I leave my arms out like this and do 6 kicks. I do 1 stroke, breathe, and back. And you just keep rinsing and repeating. After I do my stroke, I do another 6 kicks, and then I'll breathe and back. It's a great way to also learn your breathing timing. So practice that. If it's a bit hard, I would use a board as well. But that actually progresses me onto my next thing that I was going to talk about, which is a freestyle catch-up. So that's a very, probably the most used drill in all of swimming. You can't, if you've learned swimming when you were younger, you've done a catch-up. Everyone's done it. Everyone does it. It's kind of just the norm. Like, you see everyone doing a catch-up at some point or another. Now, what it is it's just one arm catches up to the other. One arm waits for the other. You know what I mean? Nice and easy. I would start off with a board like I'm doing right here, and then progress to without a board. Now let's watch this video again just one more time. Notice I do straight arms instead of bent arms. A lot of adults, when they first start swimming, they do they bend their arms a lot, and they end up going like this or like this, and their catch is just ruined. The catch is the first part of the pull, the underwater part of your arm. Okay, that's going to affect your stroke a lot, and it's going to make it really hard. So teaching it with a straight arm first is how every single LTS or Learn to Swim Center program teaches it. Every single one will teach it always straight arm first with kids and adults, because it teaches them to place it at the right points and they get that nice streamlined position. I'll talk about that more in a second. Yeah, keep going with a catch up if you can. Once you've got it all right without a board, with a board, go without the board, and then once you've got it good without the board, well, you should be able to do the freestyle very easily after that. But I'll move on to the breath now. So the breath is probably the thing that's hardest for the beginners, and it may be the last thing you want to think about. You really want to have a hang of doing the freestyle first before correcting the breath. A good way to start learning the breath is by doing the catch up that I was talking about, and then instead of just hanging out the head out there, mount the ear onto the shoulder, and like that it will just be a lot easier. So you can go down, up, down, up, Obviously you're looking down to the ground, not at the camera. I'm just making sure I don't look like a weirdo. But try that, focus on that, and it should be a lot easier. And eventually, yeah, you can let go and do it and push against the arm with it. It's a one arm extended drill. So you hold a board from the bottom or from the top, whatever, and you do like 6 kicks and then just turn your arm. You can even do this with the ear on the shoulder. 6 kicks, ear on the shoulder, 3 seconds, turn, 3 seconds there. Nice and easy. That's a great way to practice a breath. But if you're a beginner, I would definitely recommend first doing the 661 stroke or the freestyle catch up with the board, and then tackling this as you get more comfortable. You ideally want to be able to do your freestyle without the board before you even think about getting the breath done. And you want to get a good kick, and you want your arms to be good. So please focus first on your head and body position, then your kick, then your arms, and then finally your breath. Do that and you will fly through the water. Anyhow, I think that will be it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helps. This is very beginner centric. I'm gonna dive into more intermediate and advanced themes for the freestyle in the future, so stay tuned for that if you're more comfortable with it all. But for now, this is what you've got. Please practice these things. If not, there's no point in watching the video if you won't practice. And take these things and practice them in the water and see if what I'm saying is good or not. Maybe I'm just chatting stuff out of my ass. Maybe I'm not. Go test it out, please. Try it out. And let me know if you liked what I said. And if you don't, please leave a comment regardless. Send me an email, whatever you like. As I always say, if you have any questions with anything about swimming, or you have some videos that you would like to send to me so that I can watch and give you some pointers, I have my email down in the description. You can send me a comment. I know a few people have had trouble sending big files through the email. You just download them onto Google Drive, and then you can send them through Google Drive, and yeah, that should solve it. But it shouldn't be anything too big, please. But yeah, without further ado, thank you, goodbye.